Well, a wild morning, new highs on the Nasdaq and new all-time highs. We had CPI this morning, and then we have FOMC later this afternoon. Was able to find a trade to take, but yeah, I mean, the markets were just in total rip mode with some weird chopping in between. So interesting price action, but was able to find something. Let's go ahead and cover it from this morning's live stream, which happens on my main channel, Trades by Matt, every day at market open. Yes, I was trading my 20 50K Apex PA accounts today. Let's go ahead and move into the recap. Yo, what's up? Good morning. Happy CPI and FOMC day. Obvious. If it's not obvious, let's make it obvious. CPI happened this morning, aka this massive green, you know what, that's going 200 points up in the air. Green, it's a cucumber. So we had CPI come out at 7:30. CPI came out at 7:30, and then we get 1 o'clock FOMC, 1:30 FOMC statements. 1 o'clock Central is going to provide an immediate boost of price action that will most likely be untradeable off the rip. And then it will slowly taper down into normal-ish. And then 1:30 happens, and then that's when it usually gets a little crazy, because that's when Powell's answering questions live. So just as an FYI. But yeah, CPI sent us, huh? It totally sent us. We were at all-time highs, and it just rocked us even higher. It's very hard for me to want to fade all-time highs. And this is a great example. How do we trade that? New highs with a massive candle? That means that we know nothing. Well, the candle doesn't mean that you know nothing. It's just, I mean, look, like, realistically, there's probably hardly any contracts traded here. You shouldn't. I don't know why you would be trading CPI release. I'll be honest. I don't know why you would do it. I know lots of people do it like YOLO. Yeah, I mean, we have literally non-traded price action. Comical. Literally no volume during some of this move. It literally just skipped it. I don't know why you would trade this personally. I think it's just like, I mean, it's like extreme YOLO, which I guess is why people trade it. Same with FOMC release. I mean, if you're trading live accounts, brokers all increase margins for these types of moves, basically to keep people out, manage their risk a little bit better, etc. But yeah, we're at all-time highs. A lot of times you see CPI get retraced. I don't know if that's going to happen today or not, especially with FOMC later today. But a lot of times you see it get retraced. Markets are open. And yeah, we're going to be very patient with it right now. Full porting at all-time high on CPI and FOMC is smart stuff. Yeah, big brain. And look, maybe we are going to retrace it. Who knows? We're putting in some volume down here, like 80-ish. We got VWAP down to like 340, 350. We'll see what happens. Personally, I'm in no rush to try and just slap orders around here after a really big move into all-time highs. A strong move. But I personally would like to see these like non-traded price points actually get traded, probably. That seems like the smart thing to happen in some capacity. People always talk about leaving single prints and stuff behind. I would imagine that like we rerun some of these 40s 50s action. But Apex 90% off is done officially. Back to 71% off. 1 day to pass, as the pinned comment says in the chat. All right, nice push. That's a 50-point push, everybody. Volatility is back. Volatility at all-time highs is kind of scary. Recently got my first payout. Your video helped a lot. Thank you. Hey, GG's. Find joy in the journey. Yeah, drop a GG for find joy. That's sick. Why is volatility scary at all-time highs? Because all-time highs are very fun and easy-ish to trade when it's just slow grind to the upside. It's a little more dicey when it's when you're getting actual swings and wicks and stuff. And say this candle doesn't even look that big. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at what, 60 points here, almost 70 points in the last 3 minutes. Welcome to FOMC day. Do you trade during the news day? Do you trade during news days, Matt? I do. Yeah. I won't trade the news event itself. Like, I'm not gonna trade CPI. First off, I'm usually still like waking up. But like FOMC, I will never have positions open during FOMC. But I'll trade the aftershock of it. And I'll trade the pre-sessions before. Alrighty. The Wick test is firing off so far. How about that? It's early in the day, too early for me, but that's a beautiful Wick test so far. That's worth 15 points and counting. The savage part of this Wick test, let's be real, is the fact that it is looking for 415 all the way up to 456. I don't know how many points that is off the top of my head because public math, but it's a lot. Is that what, 40 points? For a Wick test on a 5-minute candle, 40 points is kind of aggressive. I mean, dude, it's still running. We might actually get the full 43 off of how much drawdown is that? 1575 to 1475. 1 point. And top to bottom so far is 43. So almost 30 points off 1 point to drawdown so far. Yo. Actually juicy. That's not just me saying it because I like to trade, you know, the things that I like to trade. That's actually just like a juicy trade. 1 point for 30 up is not too bad. Almost 1 point of drawdown for 40 up. It's ridiculous. What are those levels? It's just the Wick test. It's a principle that I like to trade. Basically, you look at an engulfing candle, prior Wick comes back down, retrades it, bids it up. Works on the other direction too. The lines are just indicator form of all of those rules coming together. You can do exclamation point Wick if you'd like to watch a little 1 minute video as well. But it's just something that I noticed. I think there's other names for it. It's something that I noticed just from thousands of hours of watching charts. You start to pick up on ish like this. But I think there's other names for it. Other people talk about it as well. I just call it the Wick test because it's testing the prior Wick. It's all part of tradingplatformhelp.com. There it is. 1 point of drawdown for a 43-point winner. Wow. Wish I took it, huh? There's no shot I would have held it that long, I don't think. 43 points. Maybe. I guess it was never really it never even really traded back down. Maybe I would have moved my stop up. I have no idea. Pretty aggressive though. 1 point of drawdown for a 43-point winner is about, it's damn near as, obviously there's always better trades out there. No matter what, there's always someone banging a better trade. But that is about as good as it gets in my opinion. Grabbed almost all of it. Happy? I bet you're happy. I'd be happy. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. Appreciate the litness test. June 12th, Wednesday, dad joke of the day. Now that we're lit. What do you call a cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. It's the most classic dad joke of all time, potentially. Arguably one of the most. Can't beat a classic. It's true. Oh my God, this Wick test, dude, is absolutely insane. Over 60 points right now off a 1 point drawdown entry. That is stupid. Really wish I would have snagged that. All right, are we finally snapping it? I mean, we have kind of heavy delta. We're rolling. You can see the rollover currently happening. I like the push into the overnight high still, to be honest. Like this. But that requires what, a 25-point pool? Why do you pay monthly for your PAs? Because I paid lifetime for the other ones that I had and I lost them in like a day. So I thought I'm going to save a few bucks. Okay. I was being a cheapo. Thought I would save a few bucks. Now I've had them for like almost 80 days, 4 months later, thousands and thousands of dollars later. And I'll still say worth it because I pulled out so much money. I could care less, to be honest. Cost of doing business. But I was trying, my goal was attempt to save some money, as well as the attempt to break the lifetime purchase curse. Everything you do is very smart except for that. But think about this. If I had bought the lifetime again, would I still have these accounts right now? We don't know. Probably not. There's a lifetime curse. Probably not. This feels so slappy to me. And I'm going through a little bit of an internal crisis on if I try and fade this or not. I would really love to take a trade. I find this very challenging to trade. I mean, at this point, it's like wait for 510, right? Wait for the little +1 standard deviation, 512. Bid volume here, 514, maybe. Potentially. Alrighty, I'm long. We got sellers absolutely present. I'm down 4 or 5 points right now. Nice smack. I want to see how we respond at 23. I'm looking at 25.5 for my full 10. 31 also looks interesting. Hopefully we can get through at 23 and pop me at 25. But I'll be watching to see how we respond. If at all, obviously. We got to get up there first. Pop the prior high. There we go. Here comes 23. 2275. Oh, that is the Wick. 2275. Give it one more shot here. If we can go test it again, I think I get filled out, but trading it. There we go. As always, that's $3,920 on a 10-point trade across my 20 accounts. 10 points, 1 point of commission or commissions on all of those trades. Obviously, after the fact, it's 196 per account. 3,920 there. Yeah, just playing off volume. The one standard deviation, I could have given it a little bit more, but I wanted the top side of volume here. Let me zoom out so you can see it a little better. So obviously we bounced it last time off the 1 and we rejected the 1.5, right? Rejected the 1.5, came down to the 1, rejected the 1.5, came down to the 1. And so then it's like, okay, the 1 plus volume here on, if I'm long bias, right? Then I'm getting in, 14-ish volume acting as support here. All right, on to the next. See what else there is, if anything.